Yeah, I'm the king of the farmer's tan. If you've never heard of the farmer's tan before, that's when your chest and your shoulders are pale white like this, and your neck is red. I'm a redneck. I'm a redneck, a self-admitted redneck. But I did get sunburned on yesterday. My son and I got sunburned because we were at a 4-hour-long baseball party, and when the party started, it was overcast, rainy, and I didn't even think about it. And my son got his first sunburn. So, and I got my 1 millionth sunburn because I grew up in the 70s before they had suntan lotion that lasted any amount of time. So, can you tell? Look at that. I mean, that's really red. I was wearing a baseball cap, so it's really just my neck, the back of my neck, and a little bit of my cheeks. But how do you shave if you have a sunburn? Well, most people would say just don't shave, but I'm not most people, I guess. I'm going to shave, but I'm going to do it mildly and with a little gentle peppermint cooling sensation. Not a bunch of menthol. I'm not going to burn myself up. But here's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to take some of this Banana Boat Aloe aftershave. Not aftershave. After sun. Yeah. And I'm going to put that on my neck first because I just got out of the shower. I did my hair. And you don't want your skin to dry out because, oh man, when I was a kid, I got sunburn on the lower half of my back. I don't remember why. I was like, what was I doing? Wearing like a half shirt, like 1981 wet hot American summer type stuff. Anyway, it was about that time frame. I was about 11. And to this day, I have horrific memories of the burning and the itching mostly, and the pain of that. Oh, and I would take a shower. Well, I put some of this stuff on, this kind of stuff, to stop the itch. And then I took a shower and it came off and it came back. So put this on right after you take a shower and it'll help your skin. So what I'm going to shave with today is that space soap, which was made by a friend of the channel, Robert. He actually put it up on his an Etsy page, and he sold out of this stuff. He wasn't going to make it to sell. He just made it because he likes making it. And I said, you should make it. People are interested. And boy, were they. They sold it. So check out his, I'll put a link to his Etsy store. He's sold out right now, so he's going to have to make some more. Anyway, so I'm going to use this because it's got a slight peppermint scent, and it's got that charcoal, which might be soothing to sunburn. I don't know. I'm going to think it is. And I'm going to use this synthetic brush, very soft, the West Coast shaving brush. The one that looks like a honeycomb or a serpent skin. And I'm going to use, no, this is not a Fat Boy. This is a Slim Adjustable from 1966. And I'm going to put it on 5, which is milder than I normally like to. And I'm going to shave with this for a reason I'll tell you in a minute. Okay, I'm going to put some cold water on my face because it doesn't hurt. My cheeks don't hurt. They're a little bit red, more red than normal. I know some people are like, your cheeks are so red, you should lay off shaving for a while, but my cheeks have always been red my whole life. I'm ruddy cheeked, that's what they call it. So, cold water, and work up a lather with this good stuff and this soft synthetic brush. So yeah, hopefully we'll be making some more of this space soap and putting it up on his Etsy page. Like I said, I'll put the link down below. And then you can follow his Etsy page if you've never used Etsy before. It's where artisans and craftspeople make things and sell them. And you can follow their stores and the cold water feels good. Oh yeah, I know, I'm so dumb. And my 9-year-old got his first sunburn ever of his whole life because my wife is normally very good at slathering them with suntan lotion, and I was terrible yesterday. Bad father, bad. But I guarantee by the time I was 9 years old, I'd probably had 150 sunburns. So that's why I go check for skin cancer screenings. Okay, Slim Adjustable 1966 set on 5 with an Astra blade in it. Yeah, not going for the super sharp feather. I'm going to get a little bit mild, and I'm going to press extra carefully because this part of my cheek is burned and it is a little bit sensitive. I know I probably shouldn't be shaving. I'm not going to overshave today. And the reason why I'm using this Slim Adjustable is because I got this email, this excited email from friend of the channel, Magnus. Hello, Magnus. And he sent me some photos. He said, he lives in Sweden. I believe he lives in Sweden. I just bought a Fat Boy off of a Swedish website that's like eBay. Here's the pictures of it. Can you tell me, what the date is? And as soon as I opened it up, I realized that it wasn't a Fat Boy, it was a Slim Adjustable, which is hard to tell the difference. I know I did it before in a video where I showed the difference. Here's the Fat Boy, here's the Slim. The Fat Boy's got a shorter handle, it's thicker, and it's really in the knurling here on the adjuster. See the difference in those two? Anyway, so he was so excited that he spent equivalent of $30, but it was a Slim Adjustable, and I was like, oh man, I hate to be the one to tell him that it's not a Fat Boy because he's so excited, you know? But I did, I emailed him back and I sent him a picture side by side of this razor and one of my Fat Boys. And I said, you know, the Slim Adjustable is a great razor. These are great razors and they're a lot cheaper than Fat Boys usually. But I said, if the seller told you it was a Fat Boy, then you should get your money back. Otherwise, you can keep it, because I'm sure these are hard to come by in Sweden, like they are in the UK and Europe. But the Slim Adjustable is a good razor, Magnus. Pardon me. You got to be careful around my neck here, because back here is where the real sunburn is. Oh my gosh. So anyway, Magnus, shout out to you, buddy, and let me know if you keep that razor or if you send it back, get your money back, and keep your eye out for a Fat Boy. If any of you out there have any questions about vintage razors and whether something you're looking at is a Fat Boy or isn't, you can email me, sinatralenin@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to guide you free of charge to let you know before you buy. This cool water is, I'm going to do 2 passes because I don't want to go, I don't need to, you know, be that crazy. I could do 1 done, you know, this feels good. Even on 5, this is a mild, well, for me it's mild. I normally like to do a 7. Okay, it's feeling good. It's not feeling irritated. It's just really this part is the hard part. And my arms are kind of, you know, they're fine. But oh, my son, he didn't know what to think. Since, like I said, he's never had a sunburn, and his is equivalent to mine. So he didn't know whether to be proud of it, and like he's saying, I'm going to show my friends my sunburn, and then he wanted me to take pictures of the back of his neck and show him, and so he didn't want his PE teacher to see that he had been sunburned, because she's all about you know being healthy in all things, including wearing suntan lotion, and I let him down. So lucky he doesn't have PE till Wednesday, so it probably will have faded into a lovely tan by that point. I remember my dad in the 70s, speaking of tanning and suntan lotion, he didn't use suntan lotion at all. He used tanning oil, you know, like with an SPF of 0. It was just oil he put on. That was the 70s, man. Things were a lot different back then. If you didn't get to experience the 70s, you missed out on something. Oh my goodness. It was a lot more devil-may-care back then. I mean, we had suntan lotion, but as soon as you jumped in the pool, it got washed off. So, you know, you were supposed to reapply, but you never did. I mean, our parents were, you know, doing their best. And us kids, I'm sure, wouldn't allow them to put it back on, so we got sunburn all the time. I used to get terrible sunburns on my forehead. Just blistering on my nose, and oh, it's just terrible. Avoid that if you can, especially if you're fair-skinned like I am. I am a white boy of Danish, German, and English descent. So I don't have much melanin in my skin. I guess I can turn brown a little bit if I work at it, but I don't want to work at it. But I did get checked up recently for skin cancer, and I don't have anything right now, so that's good. Do that every year once you get to a certain age. There's no reason for anyone to die of skin cancer. And I heard that from a friend of mine who works for a company that does the skin cancer biopsies. So they take the biopsy of someone that's had a lesion removed, and they test it to see if it's benign or if it's malignant. And he's seen some really sad cases of people that just let it go too far. You see some sort of a blemish on your forehead or your arm or wherever on your body, and you go, oh, that's nothing. And it turns out it was something, and then by the time they realize it, it's a little too late. So anyway, Subject change. Shout outs. Steve and Linda. They live in Turkey. I can't remember where you said you lived in Turkey, but shout out to you, Steve and Linda, who watch all the way over there in Turkey. That's great. Thanks to everybody who comments, everybody who wants their shout outs. It's been pretty low key, so it's been, it hasn't been like 15 shout outs where, I print out some page of, here are all my shout outs. I don't want to do that. Luckily, you guys have, as the kids say, low key about it. Is that right? That's not correct. I'm not using that right, am I? Okay, that's enough. 2 is enough when you got a sunburned face. Cold water. Cold water shaves. I never would have thought to do one before people kept saying for me to do one. And I did a while back with ice cubes in the little basin I have down here. Feels good. That was just enough peppermint in there. Just enough peppermint in that space soap to feel a little bit tingly without overly tingling. You don't want to be overly tingled, I'll tell you that much. All right, and I'm going to use some soothing, cooling post-shave balm, my favorite from Cremo. It's no alcohol, so it's not going to sting me. And it's going to, I put about that much. And it's going to feel nice. Just a hint of cooling peppermint. And the inside of an old piano. There's still got that smell. I don't know what that is. I absolutely love it. If you pick up a vintage guitar and, an acoustic guitar and smell the sound hole, you'll get that same smell. Something having to do with wood aging and maybe the rosins or something. I don't know what it is, but I love it. Anyway. Yeah, if you're watching this shave channel and your spouse walks in and they hear you talking about sniffing sound holes on guitars, you got some splaining to do. All right, look how much, I hate to waste it. This is how much soap is left. I squeezed that out of the brush. Oh, it smells so good. Good job, man. Link below for his Etsy page. Have some more of that space soap up, hopefully sometime soon. And who knows what else. Whip the devil out of that brush. Bob Ross is shaving, you gotta do it. All right, I think that's it. Okay, so we had the special sunburn episode and skin cancer awareness episode. Everybody, I hope you have a great week. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate everyone out there that watches and subscribes and comments. And if you have, like I said, if you have any questions, just email me at sinatralennon@gmail.com. It feels good. Maybe I'll put a little bit more of this on my neck. But that's all, everybody. What a pleasant shave. I'm glad you all are here for this. Here we go. That's the stuff. I'm not going to put it on my face because it's a little sticky, but on my neck is all right. Okay, everybody. Have a good week. Happy shaving, and I'll see you all on Friday.